What do you say? How do you say? I'm just glad to see another day. I go by the name of Terror the Barber, and this is Razor Sharp Podcast. Today's topic is the champs are here. We got my brother. We got my brother, that guy Rick in the building, and we
Yes,
also
sir.
have Torpedo the Barber in the building, and we will also have Dawn of Cuts in the building momentarily. So
Sure.
we're gonna get it started by first. I want you, my brother Rick, to just give people your resume real quick. Let them know about you, who you are.
Man, that's that guy Rick, man. You know what it is. Founder of the Elite Barber Beauty Expo from Seattle to Mississippi. Finally a shop owner of the End Zone Barbershop in Kent, Washington, man. You know what it is, man.
Okay. How many years you been cutting?
I've been cutting 7 years in the game now, man. Got my license 7 years ago. Been on that journey 7 years, state to state. You know what it is, man.
Okay. And how many competitions have you been in?
I'd have been over. I lost count after 57, bro. I just stopped counting, man. I just
Okay.
stopped
And
counting.
how many wins do you have?
I got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 8 wins under my belt.
Okay, okay. Well, we thank you, my brother, for coming on board, putting in that work, and
Yes,
and
sir.
and and
So,
and going from state to state on your own dime to let these people know out there know exactly what you bring to the table.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And we got my brother Torpedo. Torpedo. Just drop down your full resume for us real quick, my brother.
yo, what's up, man? It's Torpedo the Barber. Um, I am co-owner of the Upper Tier Barbershop here in Middle Georgia, and I am a national competitor in the States, and I'm also an educator for MLB this year.
Okay. How many
So,
how many years you been cutting?
I've been cutting for 8 years now.
Years. And how many
Yes,
competitions
sir.
have you been in?
What's
Uh,
up, Bobby?
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go with Rick on that one. I don't think I can remember how mmany I've been in. I know I've won 58 now, so
Okay.
Salute.
we're up there.
Yes, yes,
Salute.
yes. 58 is crazy. 58 is
Yep,
It
crazy
58
is, man.
crazy.
To be
for
honest, I've only been competing what 4 years now,
okay.
so
How many years
it's
have
been
you
a
been
good.
competing, Rick?
I've been competing since I was a student barber, bro.
Okay, okay. That's
You
good.
know,
That's
7
good.
years in the game, from the West Coast, East Coast, North to South. You know what I'm saying? I've been getting it in. You know, I've been in my bag for 7 years.
Okay, so what this question is for both of y'all. What made y'all get into y'all first competition?
For me, man, you know, I was inspired to take on the challenge, man. Shout out to Jay. When I first went to my first expo, Jay told me, you know, them one of the key factors on putting my name out there. That's why I'm known all over. You know, that's why people respect me. You know, so I've been doing it ever since it was taught to me.
Okay. How about you, Torpedo?
Honestly, I convinced me and one of my homeboys to go. It was just something that kept popping up on my timeline, and I was like, you know what, this would be cool. Like I've always wanted to. I was always into sports and like the competitiveness of sports, and I was like, okay, I was just starting my barber journey, and I was like, let's do it, let's run it, and I started competing as a student, but I never did a student battle,
Okay.
so that was a big thing for me, just going in straight to the pro league. It was
Hmm.
fun.
Sweet, sweet. I do see that we are trying to get Don, Don on here. He sent the request. I accepted it. I'm just waiting for him to come on. Let me tap it one more time, make sure. Look, I definitely want to get his beginning
Yo.
also. But we here, we live, we lit, man. We gonna definitely be getting into this barber battle talk because you guys are on the radar of a lot of people. You're done. I don't know why, but I'm accepting you, but it's not going through.
He probably has to leave and then come back in and do it
Yeah,
again.
yeah. Do me a favor, just come out and then come back in and send a request again. Cause it says
How's
you don't.
everybody's flight home?
But the flight for me was pretty smooth, man. I left out
So,
Monday morning.
hey, you gonna be on the podcast with me? So just go and have a seat.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
I ain't gonna
How
put no
about you?
juice on there too much.
It was smooth. I actually caught my first red eye this time. I don't know if I'll
Yeah.
do it again.
No, it's too early.
Well, I left at 10 last night,
What you rocking
and I
with?
got to Atlanta like around 6 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it was a little
So three.
struggle driving back home. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, I left super early yesterday morning. We got on the 9 o'clock flight. Well, not super early, but we got on the 9 o'clock flight so we could make it home because we wanted to go to the carnival last night, but that didn't work out. But still, we
Mm,
definitely had a great time out there. It was good to see everybody. Everybody had great energy. You know,
good stuff.
so that was that. How about you, Rick? How was your flight back?
We flew out in the evening time on Monday. I had plans to get back kind of early. You know what I'm saying? So we our flight was pretty decent. It was in the evening. We got some rest. We didn't get to the room till about like I think pretty late because we went out for my birthday dinner with United Barber Club and
Uh huh.
Jack of all Fade team. So we all went and sat down and ate some cake. You know what I'm saying, and just hung out.
That's some
Okay.
It was
fun.
pretty decent. It was
Sweet.
pretty decent.
Sweet. So let's really get into the nitty gritty, right? I got. Well, sorry first and foremost that we can't get Don on. I don't know why Instagram is not letting him come on, but I definitely wanted to get all three of you guys because all three of you guys bring something different
Shout out to you.
to the barber battle realm. I definitely see what you guys are doing. You guys are not playing around when it comes to your craft. You guys
I
bring a
got
lot
you.
of energy to the stage. You guys bring a lot of energy when it comes to your content, and y'all all over. So y'all was handpicked. One, I met Torpedo at at Tony Banks's barber battle last year for Halloween, and he stood
Mhm.
out the most. I think you came in first place. No,
Nah, I came in second. I came in second for that one.
okay.
LC did she did the makeup.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes. But you was one of the barbers there that left a presence on me that I said that I need to be in tune with this guy. Then I had the opportunity to really chop it up with you after the battle, and then I just been following you ever since. I got a little bit more of his
Appreciate it,
story.
bro.
I definitely want to get you on and get your full story later on, but this right here is really about battles. And when it comes to Rick, I've got win of Rick off of the United Barber Club, and just no, even before that, I seen a lot of his content. He was always posting, and even though I'm on the East Coast, I would always see his work. And then
What's up?
the United Barbers Club was definitely shedding a lot of light of his situation couple months ago that just brought more awareness to who he was and what he's doing. So I was able to really be locked in with that and just keep following his journey because his story is very inspirational,
It
and I
is.
and I believe that everybody just need to get a whiff of it because you guys are two of the juggernauts when it comes to these battles. So as far as you guys been taking your time out of your busy schedules
Doing bad
to
with
attend all of these different hair shows, and compete in not one category but multiple categories, spending your own money. How do you guys feel about what you guys got to go through to get to the stage? As far as when it comes down to paying to be in the competition,
right.
preparing yourself for the competition, getting to the competition. Let's talk about but before you walk to the stage, your overall process.
Go ahead, go Tito, my boy.
Said that. So for me, I mean, honestly, I just take it with a grain of salt. I know that I've kind of got away from like at the end of the day, it's a write off. So whatever we do, you know, it's paid off at the end of the year, basically.
Okay.
But a lot of the way I look at it now is I'm going to have fun. So it really the money part of it, it's not a bigger factor anymore. I don't, it is a little tough sometimes because you have to pay for the way I do it. I pay for my model, their flight, I pay for their room, and I pay for their food. Anything outside of those three things, it's on them. Like if they want to get like souvenirs, stuff like that. But I always make sure that like those three things are covered.
Mm-hmm. Wow. That's crazy. How about you, Rick?
I'm one of them guys that gotta fly in, bro. I gotta find a model. I gotta make sure that model is just up to par to what I'm trying to do, bro. But it be difficult on me a lot because I don't never know who hair I'm finna cut. I don't know how they hair textures is. I don't know if they scalp clean. So when I
Hmm.
get there, bro, it be very difficult. Plus, before I even get on stage, I see these guys prepping on the side of the stage, and it be a lot that when it comes to it, bro. I'm just gonna be honest on this broadcast. Sometimes I feel like half of these shows just be full of shit, and then sometimes I come with the energy, and it just be like, bro, I'm here to do my thing. So I kind of try to block out everything and just stay focused and just do the best I can with whoever I find when I get there, brother. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So
That's real.
that's the way
That's
I
real.
go by doing it.
Okay, so do you guys are y'all more comfortable in a small type of barber battle setting compared to a barber expo setting when it comes to competing?
I go to all of them, bro. I don't care about the setting because my first show ever was, man, 5,000 plus people, bro, as a student barber. So it's just like, bro, the crowd don't get me. I'm a people person. I've been that way since I've been a young jit. So, I just show up to wherever the crowd going. I tend to follow Jay Major everywhere he go, wherever show he hosting or putting on and got his hands into. So I just go where my family go. If United Barber Club going somewhere, a majority of the people I follow, like Tito, them, Young Sway, if they going somewhere, I just pop out and just, do my thing.
Okay. How about you, Tobito?
What was the question?
Do you are you more comfortable in a smaller setting, like something that's local, like a barber battle compared to like a barber expo?
Honestly, I'm with Rick on this one. Yeah, I'm like either or. Like I like being on stage because even if you like, it's just like he said, we're people peoples,
Uh
and I bring the same energy to a barber battle that I do to an expo,
okay,
whether it's a small or big. At the end of the day, I'm going there to leave my name.
okay.
So I'm gonna make sure everybody knows who I am. Even if
So
I gotta take my shirt off.
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Hey,
be saying
look, I got a good video in there, too.
I don't think I ever seen you with a shirt on when it comes
Come
to
on,
battling. Like
come on.
you
You you
comfortable
got
in
you
your
gotta
space.
you gotta play mind games with them. They see the fat guy without the shirt on, they're like, hold up, what the hell?
What the
They're like, what the
hell?
hell?
Yeah, but your work speaks for itself also. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like you can have all the confidence in the world, but if those clippers ain't moving and you're not able to really get your full thought out on your canvas, then we talk about something totally different.
Different.
So
No, most def.
when it comes to being on stage, what kind of difficulties do you guys have? Like, is it bad lighting? Is it too tight? Is the seats not right? What are some difficulties that you guys have to endure?
Repeat it for me one time. I didn't miss the last one.
Yeah, so I'm asking as far as when you guys are on stage and competing, what are some difficulties as far as the setups go? Like if it's bad lighting, if it's too tight, it's too many
Well,
competitors on stage and you don't have enough space to move with them and the camera people. What are
it
some
depends what
difficulties that
show
you
you
guys
go
see?
to, bro. Like I said, it depends what show we go to as far as how the stage presented, how the chairs is, how the setup is. I've been to a show before, bro. We got little kiddie chairs, and we in the back corner of the stage, and it ain't no lights. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
Nowadays they don't let us bring ring lights, so everybody fly
Everybody
with
gotta have little
they
headlamps.
Ryan cut, get your Ryan Uncut headband strips, you know what I'm saying? GMP Pro headband
Facts.
strip. I got one of theirs too. You know,
Uh
GMP
huh.
Pro, you get your headband strip. You gotta come prepared, bro. That's part of
Most def.
preparation.
I
And
know.
if
I
you're
know the.
prepared, you ain't gotta worry about the light.
Uh huh.
I remember. I think the craziest thing that has happened to me was I was at a barber battle at a club,
Uh huh.
and everybody was using their blow dryers, and all the power went straight out. So we were like cutting in the pitch black with our phone lights.
Yeah,
That's
I've seen
probably the
that.
hardest thing.
Yeah, I've seen that at the Concrete Jungle Barber battle a couple years ago in New York, where somebody was using a blow dryer and it blew out everything, even the DJ. So it was just like,
Yeah,
yo. So those are things that organizers have to be keen to, is making sure that they're letting the competitors know things that they can't bring on stage, because those are the things that will definitely mess up the production. You
Now, a
know.
lot of shows cut out ring lights and blow dries and stuff like that because some of them facilities can't throw out all them watts for 40 barbers on the
hmm
stage at one time.
honestly,
Plus, you
yeah,
got the
100%.
DJ and his speakers, and you got a lot going on at them vendor booth when they plug in. So they cut a lot of it out. I want to say it's been about 2 years now, so a lot of shows been like, nah, no ring lights, none of that blow dry stuff. That's why I think a lot of barbers started prepping before they even get on stage these days.
Okay. Now, question I have for you, Torpedo, is because your style of cutting is you do a lot of straight hair clients. I mean, you do a lot of straight hair models, and
hmm
the majority of the time you already have it where where your model is already prepped with the color, because you know how you're gonna cut around it, right? Um, as far as the majority of these battles now have that same exact look, where there's a lot of barbers that's doing the same exact. How do you stand out?
Honestly, you stand out by your cleanliness
Hmm.
nowadays. Um, you could have the same style as everybody, you can have the same color, but it's all down to like the execution of what you're doing.
Uh
At
huh.
the end of the day, as long as you execute it properly how you have intended,
Yeah.
then I think that that's just no issue for real, for real.
Okay. How about you, Rick? As far as you don't have one type of style. How do you come up with your concepts and what you're going to do when it comes to being on a stage?
So me, I started competing in a lot of categories because, like I said, come down to prepping. And nowadays, you competing against guys that probably spend the first 48 hours prepping their model with the color. So I started competing in like freestyle, crop top, so I stick to it like fade and beards, fast fade, best fade. That's where all my trophy come from, fast fade and best fade. So I just linger towards what I know I can be able to do at them barbecue events. Now I try to stick away from all that I be like, man, I can't compete with that haircut because I know, they put time and effort into getting them colors right. But I do whatever, man. If I had the right time and the right models, I compete in whatever category, whatever texture, whatever. I don't care. I cut all types of hair, So
What's that?
it's all come down to preparation before the show. If I can get that type of model and get in that competition, I get into it.
Okay, I like that. So there was one thing I seen. There was a competitor that had left a comment underneath Jay's post that he put up, and one person was stating that during the, I think it was the fade and beard category, that he was upset that the judges was letting enhancement be used, even though they already made they made the statement that no enhancement could be used. Do you guys feel like there's times when there's already a criteria of the rules, but then
Oh yeah.
things are being
Most
tossed
deaf.
out?
Most
It
deaf.
pissed.
Most deaf.
I'm pissed off. I've been pissed off since Sunday because me, that's the type of barber I'm in. I'm gonna do my research, bro. I'm gonna look at the competition. I'm gonna look at the guidelines they have, and then when I get on stage, I'm gonna look around, bro. We got wandering eyes. Like I had a good time sitting next to brother because he do stuff that I don't do. That's how I learn on stage, bro. Cause I kind of just take in what they doing, and I be like, okay, this soaking up game while I'm cutting. So, like I say, I'm multitasking at this point. I'll be cutting hair, looking, you seeing what everybody else doing. So the next competition, I'd be like, okay, this is what's gonna take me to win. Like I say, I've been competing for 7 years now, bro. I done lost count. I only got 8 trophies, so it's just like now I want to win, bro. I want to be up there. I want to get first. I want to get second, even third. Hell, any trophy at this point. But it's just like, bro, these judges, they don't check. I even judge at a lot of shows. Now, last year, I took on a journey of doing judging and reaching out, like, let kind of judge with these guys. But like I say, they don't. they don't follow their own guidelines at the shows, bro. You know, you tell me mid fades, and I see everybody doing tapers, and it's just like when a taper become a fade. I never heard of a taper fade. Like, teach me this type of stuff so I can win. But then when you ask these folks, they tell
They
you the
don't
same
know.
thing they telling everybody in the damn show. It's just like, bro, you just telling me what I want to hear to calm me down. But next show you do, I'm not gonna be there, bro. I'm not gonna compete, and that's one less barber you done had to support you. Cause like I'm genuine in everything I do. If you gonna throw these shows, bro, you
100%.
gonna put rules and regulations out there for us, bro. Hold up to that shit, cause $200, $150 a category. Like you see me, I'm back in the
That's
shop.
some
I'm
bread.
grinding. I'm gonna have to put this haircut to the side for October 19th when I go down to Tennessee. So people don't know how much time and effort I put into even traveling to these goddamn shows for your judges and
100%.
people to do bullshit. And it's like, okay, how do I go by taking this in? Do I quit? Cause like I told my team the other day, I told United Barber Club, salute the barber, everybody like, bro, I think I'm finna hang up competing, bro. Cause at this point, it's just like, bro, I can't beat the enhancements. I can't beat the color. Now I can't beat the judges. It's just like I'm constantly having to learn a new way to how to do things to put myself out there when I know I'm dope, bro. With a pair of clippers, you give me any type of
Fair.
clipper straight out the box. I can do it with the best of them. You know, you give me a fresh canvas. I don't need a prep work. I don't need nothing. 30 minutes, 25, 15 minutes. I promise you, I'll show out on.
How about you, Torpedo?
I feel the same way, man. I've gotten screwed over a couple times just off of some BS, man. A lot of the times it's been politics. And that's the sad thing about it right now, that a lot of these shows are being too politicky, that it's ruining the actual competition stage for them.
Uh huh.
I reached out to this organizer the other day, and I told her, I'm like, look, your vibe was amazing, your show was dope, but your judging sucked because you don't have a lot of people nowadays. They go with celebrity judges, and what I mean by
Okay.
celebrity judges is people that have a following on social media that don't really do anything. Their following is just based off of they're cute, or they look good, or they can do a crispy. They're only one sided. They can't be in multiple different levels. They're just stuck to one thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So for me, the way I look at it is you have to have battle experience to be a judge.
Uh huh.
If not, how are you looking for what is going on? I had a dude one day tell me that I used too much makeup, but he was an old school cat.
Uh huh.
So the way I look at it is, how are you telling me that I'm doing something crazy when this is what the industry is doing right now?
Yeah.
And a lot of the times they try to judge us like old school, but it's a new school now. It's a new era.
Uh huh. So, as how do y'all feel about judges that don't have
They
competing
shouldn't be on
experiences?
stage. They
Huh?
they shouldn't be on stage, bro. They
At
shouldn't be
all.
judging if they don't got, cause they don't know how much it takes to get in there and even do that type of shit, bro. The nerves we have, the stuff we gotta overcome. Like my boy, even doing his design, how you gonna tell him how much implement of color he putting in the hair? Like when you don't even know the talent. Like me, I'm telling you, I just started using enhancement. Bro, Vegas is my first show I ever used enhancements in.
Uh huh.
I promise you,
Word.
hands down. And like when I'm doing it, bro, I see how much it really that you gotta pay attention to while doing it, bro. It just like shout out to them boys that do enhancement because that takes probably like another additional 10 to 15 minutes to hit it perfect. So if you ain't
Almost
got any
there.
experience in doing that type of stuff, you shouldn't be judging. Period, bro. Like your name
I
is only your name.
Yeah.
most there. I will say this one thing too. A lot of the shows have to stop doing this boogie thing where they cut the time. They advertise one time, and then once you get ready to compete, now now it's okay. Say they gave you 45, they cut it to 35.
Uh huh.
As a competitor, those 10 minutes are crucial, whether you use them or not. So stuff like that, you know, makes people not want to go compete at that show because they're not standing, like Rick said, they're not standing on their word.
Hmm. I mean, that's very interesting because I hear a lot of horror stories. You know, me going to a lot of barber battles. I like to walk around. Especially I like to stay to the end where you gotta wait to see who won, and then hear all the gripes of people that didn't win, and then we looking at the different cuts and like even the braid and fade category last night. The person that won first place, her braid and fade did look good.
It
But there
did,
was
but the rules wasn't no tape, bro. Listen,
That
the
that
shit
is
was
true.
fire. The shit was fire. Seen my boy, I ain't got no hate against nobody, but I seen prep his design before we even get on goddamn stage. Like I'm sitting there watching him, bro. No hate to it. I ain't got no hate to nobody, but we talking. You say you want me to speak real, I'm gonna speak real, brother.
yeah.
It's
Facts.
bullshit when I sit there and watch them prep that shit, and then the rules clearly states how much you gotta cut, the braiding techniques, and then it's just like you winning with a taper over. It's like probably five of us that did fades. You see what I'm saying? Tortito did
Yeah.
a fade, but his fade had a design. I did a regular fade. The guy that was like three chairs down, he did a fade. It's just like at this point, is this a creative category or is this braid and phase category? You know what I'm saying? So it's just
Most
like no
definitely.
points with docket. And like I said, bro, I think it came down to politics and popularity and who they wanted to see to go home with that trophy in that bag. So it's at that point like next time they ask me to compete in fading braids or fly to their competition, I'm gonna tell them no. Simple off the fact I feel like you ain't stand on business, you ain't keep your word, and you ain't follow your own program. You know.
Okay. Listen, these are the questions that I know
What's
that
up,
people want to
Don?
ask, because we got newcomers that's entering the competition realm, and I see that they already have these problems. So I'm going to ask the questions that some people may not want to ask. We got Donna Cuts in the building. Finally, what's going on, my brother? Can you hear us? I don't think he can hear us. But let me
Yo,
know when you get
Don.
situated. Let me know when you get situated. Yeah. So with so many times that you competed, but so many times not winning, why do you guys continue to still go spend your money, go to these shows, even though you're not getting the results that y'all feel like y'all deserve?
When it, like I say, it all go down to the teaching, bro. I'm a person. If you teach me something and it works for me to be able to build my character and grow, like people don't know, I come from, bro. Where I come from is streets. I ain't gonna say I ain't came from nothing because I had it before this. I came from that mindset that man, I could do it by myself. I don't care about all this. So I kind of changed the way I think about life, bro. So when it was taught to me, and I started realizing that it is building my character, it is showing me something different. I kept going. So after a while, I just like I say, I love doing it. But then you come to a point like, why is I'm doing it? Now is I'm at the point like I want to win now. I want to like my boy 58 trophy. I want to have 58 trophies now. I want to win, so I'm gonna do whatever it takes to win. So I gotta keep showing up. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it just to have fun no more, bro. I'm really getting to the point I'm paying people to show up. Like I paid my model $100. He flew in at the last minute because I knew him. Like so, I went in my pocket and gave him $100, which $100 to me is like 1,000 because I'm everywhere. So it just it was
No,
instilled
that's
in me
up.
in the beginning. I cherish it. I thank my mentor for always telling me to put myself out there. That's why I keep going. I got a lot of people that look up to me to continue being that guy Rick. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just about me no more. Like I say, I know I influence a lot of young barbers to pick up and go get on that stage and do their thing. So I don't want to let them down. You know what I'm saying? So if I give up now, it's just like, dang, Rick, you kind of salty that you ain't winning, and it's just like, bro, I gotta say it in a way for people can understand. It ain't about winning. It's just about now. It's about my
showing
time and
the
effort, bro. It's about what I'm putting into the game, and I'm just trying to get back what I'm putting in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't cheap, bro. Half of these shows now the tickets $200-300. They acting like they got a superstar show, and like I say, when you go in there, the stage ain't even a proper stage like Vegas or CT or North Cal or stuff like that. It's
from
bullshit. So it's
here.
just like now we got to change the narrative, bro. So I like I told everybody this weekend. I think I'm gonna hang it up, but like I'm trying to fight that thought. But it's just like at this point, bro, I gotta ask myself why is I'm really doing it, bro.
That's a fact.
I feel
How
that.
about
I feel
you,
that.
Torpedo?
For
How
me,
about you? Yeah.
I'm honestly on the flip side of that. I do it now more or less just for fun, and to me, I went through a big period of my time in life where I'll be honest with you, I was depressed,
Mhm.
and going to these shows was my light. Going to the shows was the brightness of the highlight of my day. You get what I'm saying? So to
Yeah.
me now, I'm at a point where, I do have a lot of awards. I take it as like reg ball. You know, it's a hobby, it's a passion. Win or lose, I know that I'm going out there and I'm doing the best I can do. And then it also teaches me, like he says, I pay attention to what everybody else is doing. Now I'm learning and I'm putting myself in position to just keep elevating.
Okay. I can respect that. Yo, Don, can you
Good.
hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You
I'm
good?
trying not to be on my phone. Yeah, on my
You good?
you said.
Yeah. So this is so the main reason for this conversation is because coming over the LV Barber Expo, I did see a lot of things that I believe needs to be corrected. This was my wife's first time coming to any hair show, and I wanted her perspective with a person that's not in the beauty and
Industry.
barber industry and having fresh eyes to tell me what she believes is wrong. Because for a long period of time, I stopped going to his shows. And this weekend, I've had conversations like I'm a I'm going to start taking breaks from going to so many because it's all one blur, and if I like it's all one show that I'm just spending a whole bunch of money to go out there to capture it and to so that other people that wasn't there can see what's going on. But it's really not at this point. It's not even worth it for me to go to all of these shows because I don't really get a lot from it.
I,
So
I will say you have to be strategic when you're planning, and it depends. And I guess this goes back to what Rick was saying. It's about your purpose of what you're wanting to do.
yes,
Because a lot of the times, some competitors, we go out there for the money aspect. Because
mm-hmm.
that's when you focus on big money pots, right? You're looking for the $3,000 pots, the $5,000 pots, the $10,000 pots. That's where you condense your schedule, and you're like, okay, well, shit, I know that this year there's 6 battles that rack up to maybe be $120,000.
Mm-hmm.
Now instead of going to all the shows and competing, or just going to all the shows, you go to those specific ones. Vice versa, if you're trying to build your name, now you need to go to where people are seeing you more.
Yes.
You go to your LVs, to your Connecticut's, your NorCal, your Premiers, your Bronner Brothers. That's where you get your exposure from.
Okay. Okay. How do y'all feel about so many expos or barber battles going on damn near every week? How do y'all feel about the saturation of it?
Listen, I love it, bro. Listen, cause every state need to have one, bro. That's how you
Every
reaching
week.
inside your state, inside their communities. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Ain't no problem with it. But like I say, when it comes to expos, bro, we taking the blueprint for somebody else and we trying to apply it over here. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, if you gonna take a blueprint, follow the
Do it
blueprint
right. Do it
correctly.
right.
Cause you got people like me and bro, we gonna fly in, we gonna turn up, we gonna have a
We gonna
good time. His
for
name gonna
sure.
make people come out. My name gonna make people come out. Now you got out of towners coming to your state, and you gotta if you follow the blueprint, bro, you have your show will be success every year. Cause it's a million barbers in the United States that want to be able to. That's what we like to do: travel and have fun, bro. Who don't want to go somewhere and have fun, bro, and network, meet new people? That's how we all know
Of
each other,
that
by going to another show,
show.
networking. I've been knowing, bro, what, 5 years now, 6 years now. We go
Nah, like
everywhere. Like every time
six.
we show each other love and we have
Most
fun,
stuff.
bro. And he'll be like, bro, this Rick. And I'll be like, this Herpeto, bro, he dope. Now he done got a whole nother crowd to follow him to be able to learn from what he does, bro. That's a part of the game.
Yep.
Stuff.
Yeah. So with the year coming to an end, and in a few battles and shows coming up, um, what are some things that you guys look forward to other than competing? Do you guys only go to the shows for competing, or are there other things that you look forward to?
Like I say, I host and I judge, bro. I got two hosting events coming up. I got the annual Tennessee Barber Takeover. I be down there hosting with United Barber Club. And then I
Let's
got
go.
the little biggest barber beauty expo in Reno with Jack of all phase, where I'm a special judge and a host. So, I do it all, bro. Ain't no ins and out me, because I'm like I say, I'm dedicated. I love the craft. I love traveling. Cause like I say, we could be in the hood slanging drugs, slanging guns, and doing other stuff with
Oh
our
shit.
lives. But this right here is what really saved people from being in the streets, falling into depression. Like my boy say, when he go to shows, he can feel the energy, and we uplift, bro. So you know,
I get
It's
that.
not, bro. For sure.
I get that. I get
Um,
that.
for me, I know I have a class coming up in November, November 2nd at the MLB Raleigh trade show. I will be doing a like creative cut, but then also, while I'm doing my creative cut, I'm gonna be going over why, the importance of competing and, what it actually can do, what it brings to the table besides just going out to compete. You
Uh huh.
know, a lot of the times people just look at it like, oh, you're just going out there, you're wasting money, this and that. But if you're really paying attention to what you're doing, you're building yourself a blueprint for when you're in the shop.
Yeah.
A lot of the times,
exactly. Cause
we,
if I
we, we,
wasn't
we
talking to y'all, I
execute
would have been done cutting this person hair by now.
100%. But you get what I'm saying? Like you being in battles, it makes you realize that okay, if I take 15 seconds to put a half guide line all the way around the head, I how can I do that in the shop? It's gonna take me 15 seconds as well. Now I could do, instead of it taking me 45 seconds in the shop, I can knock it down to 30, knowing that I'm already at 15, producing a semi quality cut. Now I
Yeah.
could provide a quality cut. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it to me, it breaks it down to where like that's how I like grew my clientele, and I was able to learn how to cut faster.
Okay. 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 So with with all that being said, you guys got gripes as far as the judging. You got gripes as far as you got to just adapt to whatever your surroundings is. Um, do you guys ever have any issues with other competitors while y'all on stage?
Hell no, it's a family reunion, bro. Like
I
I
think
was sending you a
yeah,
video of this weekend, bro. That fade and braid
nothing but
competition,
love.
bro. We was all people, bro. We all kicking with each other, hang out with each other, bro. You should have seen the love. We was streaming back and forth to
Stuff.
each other. That, bro, it don't be no real beef. The only thing is, we here to show what we got to make it in the game, bro. This is the ideal list of how we get sponsorships, how we get pick up by brands, like my
Yes.
boy education. How do you do that? Come teach our people how to do that. That's how we get flown to different places. Bro, it be love, man.
Most definitely. I'm big on that one. Coming into the competition room at first, I'll be honest with you, I would look at it as like oh, like who the fuck is he, or this and that. But I was what? I was 19 when I first got into the competition room. As I grew older, instead of always trying to like compete against them, I put myself in the position to be like, okay, why don't I become cool with everybody? Why don't I just be like, why take that part aspect of the competition part out
Yeah,
and build this bond and this this network and this brotherhood within the barber industry, and it's worked nowadays. And I can get Rick to attest to this. We could go anywhere in the United States and cut hair
Facts.
just off of how much love we've shown and how much
Facts.
love has been shown to us.
mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so with that being said, right, Rick, you were saying that like you at the space now where you want to hang up the Clippers, but that ain't gonna happen because we know how much
Listen,
passion you got
Yeah.
for it.
Plus,
I'm
my
not.
Um,
I'm not
support
gonna look. I'm not gonna let Rick hang him up
me
yet.
either. Me either.
listen, it be my support team. Like people don't understand, like where I come from when I first started to where I'm at now. All the hurdles that I done jumped to be able to do what I do now. Like I didn't have no experience cutting hair till I picked up a pair of clippers, and they just like now they be like, Rick, you throw it back, it's just like throwing you back. It's like setting you back, man. Keep going, keep pushing. It be my support team. The reason why I can't stop because I done said this probably 100 times within the last year, bro. I'm the last 2 years. I'm like, I'm done, bro. I ain't competing no more. You seen that bullshit? Like I put my all into that, bro. I literally practiced all week to be able to pull this off on somebody's head I didn't know, just to get beat by a nigga that just prepped his haircut on the side of the stage. It's like I'm done, I'm done. And soon my mentors hear me say that, they be like, Rick, we love you, but can I tell you something, Rick? It ain't about that, bro. You putting your
It's,
name out there, bro.
and
You know what I'm
you
saying? You got to
you want me
keep
to
doing
be
it for
real?
you. Don't do it for them. Do it for you, bro. You know you winning in a different aspect. So it's just like when they talk to me like that, I gotta listen. Cause like I
Okay.
said, I grew up not listening. So now I listen with a keen side of me, and I be like, okay, they right, bro. I'm gonna keep putting myself out there. I'm gonna keep showing up. I'm gonna keep continue being Rick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like I know Vegas was my last battle, but it's just like at this point, I want to do more learning on how to do what these guys do with the enhancements because that's the only thing I lack, bro. All the color. Like I say, I've been dyeing hair for the last 2 months, learning how to bleach and dye the hair myself. So when I show up, I can be able to grab my
Ooh.
model and be like, hey, let me dye your hair real quick, and be a little prepared like they do.
Okay, so let me ask you a question because even boxers have a whole squad. They got trainers and all of that. Do you well as far as Rick? I think I know the answer, but torpedo, do you have a trainer or a team that you guys come up with the concepts and come with the strategies and practicing like y'all doing training camp before the big shows?
Like, as in, like, for myself,
Yeah.
honestly, no. All my stuff is off the dome. Like
Okay.
Off
like
the
this
rip.
weekend, I was literally I was sitting in my pool the day of the competition, like
There
the
you go.
morning of,
Oh, even with the
and
sound
I
going
I
first.
doodled something on a piece of paper, and I was like, "Yo, I like this. I'm gonna use it."
Okay.
A lot of the times my prep is just like, you know, figuring out the color scheme
Yeah,
and, like you
that's
said,
like
the
if you want me to
outfits.
tape it up, I can. But if
The
you want me
Uh-huh.
outfit,
to
the
do a
outfit
three
is
sixty,
is is
just
crucial nowadays
got
because now
fed
now
down.
everybody looks for like total looks.
Yeah, total looks.
And what I'll do then is like I'll get with my
Cut it down
model,
with my
and
Uh-huh.
a lot of the times I try to go for
yeah.
models that do cosplay because they already they
Take
like
that
to dress
fucking
up,
out.
so it's a lot easier process.
And I definitely met you got a guy that do your makeup also, right?
I don't. That's my homeboy. He brought somebody out this weekend.
Okay. Yeah, because I was able.
Yeah,
I think he had the character that was an alien,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
and did he place?
He didn't. He didn't.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
but
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. Like I was doing my own makeup for a while, like my prosthetics and stuff.
Hmm.
I learned how to do that for the sole fact that there was a point where all that was still new.
Yeah,
So I feel like I was part of the crew that like brought it in new to where now it's honestly this is how I feel about all that. Now it's being overplayed to where they try to use that to win. I've kind of took a step back from it
yeah.
just so that I can
All
focus
right,
more on
my G.
the actual cut and color. And then
Appreciate your
what
time.
I'll do is I'll do more of a like basic fit,
I'll be
but
on
Yeah.
Michigan
like a
tonight.
really good
That's
fit
on United
that's
Barber
gonna
Club
complement the hair
channel.
color.
So if you want to check that out, just sign into
Okay.
YouTube.
I mean, but I
Yeah.
do see that because there's a lot of times, like I
Oh,
asked you, how do you separate yourself from the rest? Because even when we was at the Taliwajid natural hair show and you
post straight
competed,
chill.
if I'm not mistaken, you
All right, you
had
too.
you had the model that had the bike, right?
The bike and the goggles. They had
And
the like flesh goggles.
and did you place?
I got second.
Second place. So you see, so
Yeah.
what I see is the person that brings more of an overall look, a total look, that's doing something because everybody has a total look. Everybody doing
Mhm.
dye. Everybody doing these weird shape cuts. But it got to be something else that you bring into the table that's going to make you stand out to the point where the judges is going to give you more points. And that's another
Mhm.
conversation: is how do these judges actually score it? Because I be
Man, tell
feeling
them to
like,
put it in the rules though, bro. I'm gonna cut you off there.
go
Listen,
ahead.
this what I mean. Crop tops and you got flare up designs in the back. You got pigmentation going over. Bro, them ain't crop tops. You know what I'm saying? Like I watch competitions all the time. When it comes to certain categories, bro, when you come out with that glitter, you know, the costumes, bro, that should be like a total look category, bro. Because one thing I'm gonna tell you, when they leave out of there, they go wash their hair, they gonna go to the barbershop the next day, be like, hey, can you fix this little part over here? Can you do this back here? I done seen it happen because I stay at night in some of these states and I chill with the barbers and I be like, damn, you gotta fix that shit. That shit trash today. But like I say, it's a total look, bro. It should be a category for that. You shouldn't be doing that in traditional, fast fade, fade and beard. You know, fade and beard. You got a big old design in the jawline, so it's just like how that's a fade. You know what I'm saying? That's a design. You ain't really fade that beard in the first place, and you winning like that. That's when I say we wasting our time and energy.
So there needs to be more clarity when it
Clarify.
comes to
Yeah.
these categories and what the actual look should be consist of. Because I do see that there's sometimes with the fade and beard, a person would do a tight fade and do a crispy beard where you see the transition from light to dark and the line and everything is good and nobody's even looking at that. They looking at the guy that did all of the magic with all these
Yeah,
designs and everything, but what are we really looking at as far as the criteria when it comes to scoring? And
100%.
exactly.
and that's the problem.
That's what I mean about this weekend. You know, like I said, I read the rules. I signed up at the last minute, bro. I'm one of the one that signed up at probably 3 days before the show. And when me and my model got on, me and my tag team partner got on the stage, I told her I'm gonna just do a clean fade because that's what the rules said. And when I looked up, I'm looking at everybody do design. Like I said, I'm throwed at this part. I'm thinking about doing the design. So now my game is going off the plan I had. But some just told me to just stay doing what I'm doing. And then after the show, I'm like, okay, my face, like I'll show y'all a video, a picture. Like it was beautiful, bro. She did good on the braids too. So I'm like, we should get like third place. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm seeing tapers win, bro. And then I'm talking to the lady, she telling me a taper is a fade. I'm like, bro, that's a taper. That is not no fade, bro. The rules said mid fade, ball two and two, using two guard to knock it down. So it's just like, bro, I just wasted my motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying? So I can't get that back right
Yeah.
now. So it's just like now I'm like, okay, what you judge on? So now I'm asking. So come in, my partner, we right here. We plan on competing again in this category somewhere. So I'm just like, what is
You
gonna
trying to
take to
figure out
win
what they
then?
really want to win.
Yeah, so she was like, she told my brother, "Oh, you didn't use mousse to lay the hair down. Ain't nobody on stage did. Nobody did, bro. I'm watching the Braiders. I'm watching everybody because this how we learn, bro. This what builds us. This will give us characters when we go compete next time. Like I saw bro do a fire design, so next time I'm like, okay, if I could do a half fade on this side and the upper fade on this side, throw a couple designs in, that shit gonna look fire. So I'll be able to do that the next show, and maybe I can get a little bit up there when it comes to judging. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, hold on to your rules, bro. If you gonna say this is the rules, these are stipulations, like you should have just said creative braids and barber category. You know what I'm saying? Be creative, because
For
everybody up there
sure.
that won was creative as hell. You know,
Mhm.
so
So you, from what it seemed like you, Rick, have a good relationship when it comes to Jay Majors. Do you think that you can voice this to him, and then that could be considered for them to look over things to make sure that moving forward things can be corrected?
yeah. See, that's the thing. When I compete at J Show, y'all don't understand how much he put into it, bro. I talk to this
I
guy a
do.
lot, bro. Shout out to that guy, man, because that's my mentor, bro. Jay have the same judge every year. People don't understand that. Like his judge, he don't look at the glitter. He don't look at all that. He look at the blend. He look at the techniques, and he watching the show. He don't even get up like you got the rest of the barbers walking around with their clipboard. Nah, bro, sitting just like this, watching everybody. And then when he go to judging, he going off how much you put into the cut and how much you took out the cut. Did you cut this off? Did you do that? He not going for all the color and glitter and stuff. So J Show is one of the shows I would always compete at because I know it judged fairly for its barbers, bro. It's the other shows that wanna, become a major show within a state, they city. And like bro said, they find celebrity barbers, with so-called celebrity barber with 100K followers, and by the time the show start, they already drunk, so they ain't even paying attention to the
Attention
show.
to,
You know what I'm
come
saying?
on.
Okay, so your gripes is not with the judging from this weekend, but just in general, because we was talking about the braid and fade category, and I was thinking that you were speaking about this past
They
Sunday.
judge their own cat. Let me say it like this. All
They
right,
do. They
so
judge their own category.
they judge they like, all right, if JRL sponsor this event, right? JRL is going do they judging. That's what it's kind of leaning toward. That's how a lot of shows starting to do. But they judge their own category. She picked who I'm gonna just say I felt like she picked who she wanted to win. They didn't have a separate judge. That company, whatever the hell's name it is, they judge their own shit, bro.
Okay, so even at the LV Barber Expo, whoever sponsors the category have their own judges.
Yeah, technically,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
see,
why
I
when
didn't.
level three sponsored what the crop top, Bones them back there was judging that one. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm,
yeah,
very
so
very interesting. I didn't know that, and I don't know if other barbers know that
see
depending
this
on the
like
category.
I say, this what we
It
come
is.
prepping at. Like broken about for this. If a company say, okay, this is sponsoring this category, these are the judges. Bro, I'm going to follow everyone to see what the hell they like anyways. I'm gonna see what you
100%.
posting. That way I can get up on top of the game and be able to execute what the hell that you like. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of
That's a
preparation, bro.
that's a
Wow.
big one right there because you do, you're not cutting for the show. You're cutting for the judges, and that's what a lot of the
Exactly.
time goes over people's heads. If you don't really know what the judges look for or what they're known for, then you can't execute what they want to see.
Mm,
So, and that's how that comes back to what I said earlier about the old school and the new school judging, right? Paying attention to it, sometimes you overlook it, but once you look, now okay, maybe I don't have to use that much enhancements at this show because this judge doesn't really particularly like it. Like
mm.
he's outspoken about it. You get what I'm saying? Or this judge might say he likes the lineups to be the crispiest part. That's his focal point of his page. and the other dude just might be the like he might be one of the cleanest barbers on Instagram. You get what I'm saying? So all
Yeah.
he cares is that you know you're making sure that your station is clean. You know your implements are clean.
Wow. So there's a lot. So what's your thoughts? I don't know if you guys pay attention to it or not, but the reason why I want to ask this question is because I see what these judges do. What's your thoughts on the Barber Mania show that's on YouTube?
I like it.
Okay.
I
That's the bird show, right?
nah.
No,
That's
that's with
GMB Pro.
GMB Pro.
Nah. Like I say, man, once you rub me wrong, I step back from certain people, so I don't see certain things.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay. The
okay.
now the reason why I'm asking is because
So
they use the same four judges almost for every show, and you tend to get an understanding of what these
what they
judges
look
like.
for?
Like
Yes.
the a female judge, she focuses on shear work. So whenever you use shear work, she gonna pinpoint everything when it comes to shear work. And so you guys are saying that you have to do your research to who these judges are. If you know that they gonna be the judges and you may not know them, take some time out to do the research and go to their page and see what some things that they probably have spoken out about, because you have to know who's gonna be judging your category in order to do what they want for you to get the points that you deserve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I agree with it totally because like it's all a part of networking too, man. Like you meet these people and you can go out. Like me personally, bro, once I meet you and I feel like you got something that I need to add to the arsenal, bro, I'm gonna ask you for one-on-one class. I'm gonna ask you how can I get to that next level, and that's the part of education that they preach about. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like why not follow these people if these are people that they are appointing to judge us? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it give you a step up in the game, bro. That's all it is. It elevates you.
Okay.
100%.
Now, Rick, question for you is because you say that you do your research and you get yourself prepared. You have done all these competitions, only won less than 10 battles. Are you open to bringing on a team that's going to help you strategize and to get the precision that you need so that you can win more competitions?
Like I said, I got a team, bro. I got
Okay.
a hell of a support team. Everywhere I go, I got a team. They help me find the models. But like I say, it ain't that, bro. You know what I'm
I
saying?
I
It
think
is
I Rick, to cut you. I think what he's asking is more or less like, would you find a coach that would be willing to teach you and sit down with you?
Yeah.
I think it's
it's nothing
more of
more to
like that.
teach, Rick, brother. That's
That
that's
that's
what that like. All right, say for an example, I already did enhancements. I already Chewy Blends. I talked to him. He gave me game. I went on YouTube. Like half of the stuff that you want to learn, bro, you gotta do is type it in your search engine, and
and
half of the
do it.
classes are free online.
Yep.
What it is, bro, I'm like my boy say, I'm being frank with you. Like when I say frank, bro, I got the top of the line mentors, barbers on my team, bro. Like I'm not just one of those guys. I'm one of those guys that actually shook the hand. I'm Rick the Barber, who you and I met these guys. When it come to competitions, bro, the judges like what they like. Period.
Mhm.
If you on there and you doing the color and it's on fire, but also your name, bro. In certain states, these barbers, bro, they name is just big, bro. And
Mhm.
the judges know what who doing what cut and how they doing the cut, so they already know who they mentally want to pick to win. Like, bro, I'll post my haircuts later and you tell me what you find flaw in it. Here it is. I'm telling you, bro. I watched the guy that won first place, bro. He sat there and prepped his model to the point he ain't had to do hit it with a number point five, and he done. You see what I'm saying? They clean as hell. The judges already knew
Yep.
they was gonna pick him in the first place, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
maybe you need to have stage judges and the person that gonna judge the cut, have them not even see who did the fucking haircut. They already know who doing the haircut, how they doing it, and I already feel like half of the time they know who they want to pick as a winner. Like, bro, I got a video to show you the guy that was sitting in front of me. The fucking shit was done. It was done. Third place. Third place, we got the video of that because my model jumped up and hit him with the camera like this. Like it was funny as hell. I'm laughing like, bro, I bet he win, and he ended up winning. So
Yeah,
you like,
I definitely heard on the United Barbers Club where I think it was Ivan Zook that said that the I think the reason why he don't judge is because of things like that, and they need to change the way that they do judging, and instead of the judges seeing the cut, they I mean see the person while they cutting, they need to
I
just
agree
see the
with that.
models afterwards.
I agree with that 100% because that's how back in the day. I wasn't competing back in the day, so I can't really speak on it. But I've been told that back in the day, that's how they used to judge.
Mm.
They'd keep you in a room, or they'd keep you in a section where they'd like feed you and take care of you or whatnot. But then they would bring the models to you, and you judge them. You wouldn't see who was cutting them. You wouldn't see how like they did it. You would
nothing.
just see the final product.
That's how it was, bro. And then it was so fire back when I first started because, like I say, they'll get on stage before we even start. They walking around looking at your tools. They looking at the model. So if you got like a less difficult cut, you might get a 2. And this person over here with a bushy head, he might get a 10 on that scorecard because it's like, oh, he finna put in a lot of work on this haircut versus what he doing over here. No, it's just about popularity, bro. Like I ain't gonna cap with you. It's basically about
It's
popularity. Cause like this year I was told if I would have used enhancement, I wouldn't have got third, I would have got first. So I'm like, okay, by me using enhancement, that's gonna change my goddamn placement. Why natural cuts ain't fire no more? Why we gotta spray everything we come across, especially in like fade and beard, fast fade, traditional? What the fuck we using paint for when it's a traditional style cut? Like I said, it all comes down to what the judges like, how big your name is,
I
and
will I will
what
say
area you
this.
in.
I
Yeah.
will say this. When it comes to enhancements, I think it needs to be properly done. I think a lot of the times with the competitions, it's just overly done.
Yeah, you got the
Cause
makeup, you got the concealer
yeah,
now. Like if you could conceal like this
but
no cap. I
you can
watched the
make it
barber, right?
natural. You can make it
Um,
natural.
this part was red from the razor. I watched this man pop the top on this thing, get a brush out, hit it, and there wasn't no red showing.
Ah,
So it's just like, oh, he covering up his flaws. I want to learn how to do concealing now. But then when I started practicing it, I'm like, bruh, man, fuck all that. I'm a real barber. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna go up here with no concealer and do all this
and do
makeup
it.
stuff, bro. Like enhancements is already changing the game, and I'm getting used to that. But now you want me to be a
But
makeup
Yeah,
you
artist?
you
you
want
gotta
me you
go
want
Come
me
back to
to be
school
on.
and
on
get
you want
certified.
me to be honest with you though? That's all part of enhancements.
It is because
It
cause they
is
do it
because
in
it's like a
Hollywood.
pencil. It's like a pencil. The people that I hate the pencil to be exact. That shit looks retarded to me. But people want it.
You want
But
it?
it's the exact same thing as using a pencil, but with a more natural finish. That's why they brought the concealer into the game.
But
Because
I
I'll be
just think
honest
that
with you.
they should be used for your overall client because your client because the concealer is to make your haircut last longer. One is gonna be waterproof. These things, right? But when it comes
Mhm.
to a competition, if we only
It
going
shouldn't
by
be in the game.
skills,
It
it shouldn't
shouldn't
be
be in the
you.
game, bro.
It shouldn't be you.
I'm a like I love it. Trust me. Now, once you do it online, bro, that's how you get the superstar clients. That's how you get
Yes.
the NFL players, the people that's going to perform at concerts. Now, I'm all hip for that. But when we
Yes.
competing, bro,
Compete. Yes.
you can sit there and hide a whole red mark on the person's head, or you can cut them and you know how to cover it up with concealer, bro.
See,
That's like cheating, bro. That's
yeah.
like I
I
say,
see.
you wasting my time and money.
I wouldn't use it. And see, this is just me personally. I wouldn't use it for stuff like that. I just use it just to literal enhance. So
Yes.
I see where you coming from. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But at the same time, for me, it's been a game changer because it separates you.
Yes.
It does. It does.
But if you showing like Katrina said, she said not for competitions, we showcase skills. And just like a lot of like there's a lot of Spanish barbers that do their haircuts on social media and the whole haircut is blacked out and then they do the concealer and then every now you got clients that want that. It's like I can't give you
Yeah.
that. That's not a
Nah,
haircut.
you didn't think about it, bro. In the barbershop, I promise you, it gonna take you an hour and 20 minutes to get them that type of flavor, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, I'm not an hour and 20 minute barber, bro. My slots go from 25 to 45 minutes, bro. And it's just
See,
like
I'm
I'm not
30.
finna spend all that time unless you finna pay me $300 for this haircut. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, when they do all that, once them folk go wash their hair, bro, they finna go to the barbershop the next day
And get a haircut because they ain't
and get
get
a
one.
haircut. I'm telling
So
you,
so there's two different type of barbers that we speak about. We talk about the barber
yeah,
in the shop and the barber that
Brother.
compete. When it comes to the barber in the shop, the enhancements, you can do whatever you want. You can use the concealer, you can use the permanent dye. That's whatever. But when we talk about competition and we try to show
exactly.
skills and show that that blend is really in there and that line is really
Now,
tight,
this the icing on the cake. When you go look at Los Cutted designs, bro, they be fire, right? Tell me when you ever really saw him spraying enhancements or doing that type of stuff. Like, bro, do his designs first. He raise it in there, then he go in there to make it pop. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you talk about that
But
lane
but
as
see,
competing though, bro.
but see,
Cause
that's
he doing it for social media. We doing it because we want to showcase our natural born talent on that stage, bro.
yeah,
That's why I ain't got too many trophies and like I've been recognized that part of the game, bro.
I get that. So Peter, what you gonna say?
I don't know, man. I'm thinking now because I'm like, for me, it's the opposite. Like, I think that being able to adapt is what shows skills.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can adapt like me. I'm adapting, brother. I
For
got my
sure, no, for
heavy
sure.
2.0. I got
Yeah,
all the colors from heavy. I'm just now learning how to bleach hair. I'm adapting, but when you come to like, bro, that's just like if I get in the ring and I'm fighting again, boxing, right? Most people rub Vaseline on their face so they won't get bruised, right? Me, I'm going in raw, natural. I don't want all that on my face. I want to feel it because the feeling gonna make you go harder. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make me punch harder. It's gonna make me go harder. Like when I'm on them stage and I see that, bro, I don't feel a part of showcasing. Or I feel like I'm in a whole different realm when I'm seeing everybody on stage kind of going over and beyond to just do simple things, brother. That's all I'm coming from
yeah,
when it comes to
nah, I get
competition.
you. See, I don't do like a lot of the fast fade or the fade and beard anymore. I strictly do like freestyle and tag team.
That's why
So I
you
think that,
good at it,
yeah,
bro. That's
yeah,
why I support you when it comes to tag team, freestyle, anything goes. I salute it, bro, because that's what it
for sure,
belongs in. It doesn't
for sure.
belong in fast fade. It
Nah,
doesn't
it
belong
don't.
in fade and beard or traditional. That shit belongs over there where you got to get creative at. What's up, bro? You got a appointment today?
that's a fact.
No.
So
No.
would you guys want to leave? Would y'all want to leave the barbers that compete and just the barbers that love to spectate? What y'all want to leave them with?
Man, get out there, put your name on the map. Like me and my brother,
For sure.
we go out there and we do it. That's how you get your name out there. As far as if you want to be able to, like me, I got tons of products from different companies. I carry a lot of brands. I'm sponsored by a few brands. That's how you get your name known in the industry. But it helps you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You learn a skill set that most of your barbers in the shop don't have as far as, getting done with your cut in a timely manner and not overseeing the cut, spending hours of times on the cut. So it's just like, bro, put your name out there, learn, embrace the game. You're gonna continue to grow from it.
Salute to that,
100%.
my brother.
And then for
How about
me,
you,
I mean,
Torpedo?
honestly, you know, my biggest thing now is do all things through Him. You know, whatever you
Pump it
do,
lock.
whatever foot you put forward, whether it's if you're going to compete, if you're just going to spectate, if you're going to support, definitely, have that bond, bro. Because sometimes, and this might be a little bit off topic or not, but sometimes we fail to realize that we get so off track with Him that we don't realize we always questioning why are we doing wrong, but it's because we're not listening,
Yes.
and it's important, to follow. But other than that, keep your foot up, keep your chin up, keep going. Don't let anybody ever tell you that you can't do nothing. Because in this life, it's all about what you can do and how bad do you want it.
That's a fact, my brother. I definitely appreciate you guys for taking out the time to really drop
Yes,
in some
sir.
gems, not being afraid to really let the industry know what y'all feel is really going on and giving y'all perspective because things have to change and they start with these kind of conversations. So I salute you guys. I see you guys at the next battle. Continue to do what you guys are doing and let's continue to
Let,
keep our fellowship going and our brotherhood going because at the end of the day we all barbers and
let
God
me
has
What's
answer.
given
so
these
what?
things
This
to
person
us.
got a question. What's the
Yeah,
purpose,
fact.
bro? Let me tell you. The purpose is this. I don't have to pass out a goddamn business card because everybody know me from the West Coast to the East Coast. I get referrals from people way in goddamn New York, man. When you
100%.
out in Seattle, man, hit Rick up and they come in the shop. They be like, "You Rick?" I'm like, "Yeah." That's the purpose, bro. Put your name out there, become something legendary in your own community.
100%. And
Yep,
then, like he said, it just goes to show that you actually want it. Shit. More people are gonna come to you if you putting your name out there.
yep,
Like
yep,
whether it's competing, whether it's going to education, whether it's showcasing, whether it's just traveling for hair. The more that people see you going out, they're gonna want to support you. Those are the real supporters that you have. They're the ones that are gonna, oh, how was your show? They're gonna text you the night of the show and be like, hey, how'd you do? You get what I'm saying?
yep.
But
Come
not
on,
only
we
are they
had
gonna do
somebody
that,
over here earlier said, "Rick, I thought you were gonna bring home a trophy."
but not only
Like,
that,
come
but
on,
then
man.
they refer the people that they have in their circles, and then that's how it all plays into it. It's a network.
Yep,
Not
and
that
I
network,
gotta say
man.
this though, because putting your name out there goes different ways. You could put your name out there on social media. You could put your name out there by being a barber battler and being a contender, or you could put your name out there by actually hitting the pavement and being known in your neighborhood and being known locally. Like a lot of barbers
100%.
nowadays are trying to focus on let me do social media and then I get the word of mouth. But yet when it's a slow day, the only reason it's a slow day is because they're not out there talking to people, letting people know
A
exactly
hundred
what
percent.
they do. And the business cards is not going out of business. People are still printing them every single day. And I'm an OG barber, and I say that if you don't get 1,000 business cards every few months because you're giving them out, then you're definitely doing a disservice to yourself. So it's just not about being on social media or about being at these hair shows, but you got to get your name out there in every facet and as going out there and talking to the people.
Let me ask you
Exactly.
this:
Like my
Have you
wife just
ever?
said, I done had people from other country come to the shop, man. They be,
No
"Hey, I
bet.
saw you. I'm here in Seattle. Can you cut my hair?" I'm like, "Man, what the hell you come from? Venezuela?"
Mm,
Like, come on, man.
so
Well, I definitely want to thank you guys for coming on board today, man. This is just going to be the first part of the series on the barber battle culture. The next thing I want to do is I want to have people that actually throw these barber hair shows to come on board to get their perspective on it. I'm going to definitely have Tony Banks on there. Rick, I definitely want to
no
have you to
bet.
come back on here, and then I'm going to have judges that actually judge shows to really come and give us their perspective of,
Yes,
of what
sir.
they got to endure having the responsibility of picking the first place, second place, and third place winner.
And
So I
if y'all
definitely want to thank you
can,
guys.
come down to the annual barber takeover. This they third time running it back, bro. She really been trying to push the industry. Every year the show only gets better. It's
Facts,
gonna be a
facts.
nice show down there. So if y'all come down there and support Tiffany, bro, we'll pretty much appreciate that one.
I might
When
I
is
might
that
have to
show?
go. I might have to
October
go
the
run.
19th and outside of Knoxville, Tennessee. I think that's the location.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
that's
have to go
October
sweep it
19th.
again.
Yes,
Huh?
sir.
I said I'm gonna
So
have to go sweep it again.
Yeah, you
I,
sweep it
that, that
last
first,
year.
nah, the
so
Yeah.
first year
listen.
they did it.
So listen,
Okay.
October 19th, we also gonna be in Tennessee We're gonna be in Gatlinburg for the Barber Summit with Marcus Harvey. It's gonna have a bunch of education. So that's a 3-day event. So if you're already in Nashville and you if you're already in Tennessee and you guys got time, make it your job because there's gonna be 2 more days after that of education. It's gonna be fellowship and paintball and all of those
Yeah,
things,
I
and they
know.
still got rooms.
They sent me the information on that.
Yep.
If we ended up, because we haven't even booked our flights yet, so I don't know how long I'm staying down there. But if I'm down there 2 days, 3 days, I told them
Might
I'll
as
most
well.
definitely swing up there. But
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
October a
So
busy month
Then
for me, so
another
y'all know
thing.
what it is. That guy Rick, man, I appreciate you, T, for having me
Yes,
on here.
sir.
And Tito, man, you my brother. Until next
Be
time, man.
easy. Yes, sir.
all right, my brother. You got something you want to say,
I do,
Torpedo?
man. Y'all make sure to come check me out November 2nd at the MLB Raleigh Trade Show. My class is at 12 p.m. I'm gonna be dropping all the knowledge that I can, and definitely y'all should be there.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be a
Send me
good
the
one.
flyers so I can put it up on my stories, and because this is what we do. And anything that's
Most
going on,
definitely.
we got to start re-sharing it. So I definitely appreciate you for coming on board today for dropping them gems and giving your
Yes,
perspective.
sir.
And I'll see you soon, my brother.
Yes, sir. Much love.
Peace.
Y'all be easy.
Yes, sir. Thank you, my brother. So listen, man, this your boy Terry the Barber. Today's episode is sponsored by my supply guy ATL. Make sure you guys go to your app store or to your Google Play Store and download the My Supply Guy app so that you can purchase any of your barber supplies right there in the app and it will be shipped to you quick, fast, and in a hurry. Make sure you guys tell them Terry the Barber sent you at Razor Sharp Podcast so you can get the promo code to get a discount because you know that we all need a discount when it comes to getting these products. So my supply guy, ATL, should be one of your main supply guys to get all of your barber needs. This your boy Trevor the Barber, Razor Sharp Podcast. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. You dig? And I'm out.